Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. I am happy to welcome you all for our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. Class 10, subject biology, unit 16, plant and animal hormones. In the previous class, we discussed about auxins. Now, we are going to see cytokinin. Children, you know very well auxin, cytokinin and gibberellin. These three are the plant hormones which promote the plant growth. Now, we are going to see the second plant hormone, cytokinin. Cytokinins, the word cytos means cell. Kinesis means division of cell. So, cytokinin means the division takes place. It extends, it promotes the cell division. Okay. So, cytokinins are the plant hormones that promotes the cell division in plant cell. It was first isolated from herringfish sperm. Zeatin was the cytokinin. Zeatin is the name of the cytokinin which was isolated from Z maize. Cytokinin is abundantly found in liquid endosperm of coconut. Physiological effects of cytokinins. The first physiological effect, cytokinin induce cell division. Induce is nothing but stimulate the cell division in plants. So, cytokinin induce cell division in the presence of auxins. See here, a plant hormone, that is cytokinin, that stimulates the cell division to grow fruits, to grow root and branches. So, this is the initial stage of the plant. Cytokinin and auxin, these are the plant growth hormones. Plant hormones induce the plants. So, the cytokinin stimulate the cell, it stimulates the cell division to grow roots, fruits and branches. Cytokinin also causes cell enlargement. Both auxins and cytokinins are essential for the formation of new organs from the callus in tissue culture. What is callus? Callus is nothing but the undifferentiated mass of cell. Okay. So, in tissue culture, the undifferentiated mass of the cell is called callus. Both auxins and cytokinins, these two are the plant hormones. Auxins and cytokinins are very essential for the formation of organs from the callus. Next point, cytokinins promote the growth of lateral buds even in the presence of apical buds. Fifth point, application of cytokinin delays the process of aging in plants. This is called Richmond-Lang effect. This is also one of the 2 mark question. What is Richmond-Lang effect? So, cytokinin delays the process of aging in plants. This is called, this method, this is called Richmond-Lang effect. Applications of cytokinin delays the aging of plants. The third plant hormone is gibberellins. Gibberellins are the most abundant plant hormone. Kurosawa, the year 1926, observed Beckane disease or foolish seedling disease in rice crops. This internodal elongation in rice was caused by fungus Gibberella fujikuri. The active substance which is present was identified as gibberellic acid. Physiological effects of gibberellins. Applications of gibberellins on plants stimulate the extraordinary elongation of internode. What is internode, children? This is a plant, you know very well. Above the root system it is said to be shoot, below the root system it is said to be, above the ground level it is shoot, and below the ground it is root. This particular part is called nodes. The gap between the two adjacent nodes is called internodes. This is called nodes. This region is called internodes. So, applications of gibberellin on plants stimulate the extraordinary growth, stimulate the extraordinary elongation of internodes. So, this is called internodes. On application of gibberellin, it stimulates the extraordinary growth of the internodes. Okay. Example, corn and pea plant. See here, this is the extraordinary growth of the internodes due to the applications of gibberellin. Treatment of roastae plant. Roastae plant is nothing but a type of plant. So, treatment of roastae plants with gibberellin induces sudden shoot elongation followed by flowering. This process, this is called bolting. It is also one of the 2 more question. What is bolting? It's very easy. Treatment of roastae plants with gibberellin induce the sudden elongation of shoot followed by flowering. So, once again I am repeating, treatment of roastae plant with gibberellin induce the sudden elongation of shoot followed by flowering. This is called bolting. The next one, gibberellins promote the production of male flower in monoecious plants. The 5th effects, physiological effects, gibberellin breaks dormancy. What is dormancy? Dormancy is nothing but the plant is alive but it is not in active. Alive but it is inactive. That is called dormancy. So, gibberellin breaks the dormancy. Gibberellin breaks dormancy of potato tubers. The 5th point, gibberellins are efficient than auxin in inducing the formation of seedless fruit. Seedless fruit is nothing but parthenocarpic fruit. So, it is very effective when compared with auxin. Gibberellin are very efficient when compared with auxin in inducing the formation of seedless fruit, that is parthenocarpic fruit. Example is tomato. Clear? See here, gibberellin plays a vital role in the formation of seedless fruit. Okay, this is seedless fruit, tomato. On application of gibberellin, it induces the formation of seedless fruit. It is more efficient than auxin. The next we move on to 4th plant growth hormone, that is abscisic acid. I already said the first 3 promote the plant growth, but the last 2, abscisic acid and ethylene, inhibit the plant growth. Okay, see here, abscisic acid, in short it is called as ABA, is a growth inhibitor, very very important. It is a growth inhibitor which regulates abscission and dormancy. What is abscission? Shedding of plant parts, shedding of leaves, shedding of flowers, shedding of fruits, that is called abscission. Dormancy is the last period, that is age period, the age, very old age. Okay, the latest stage of the plant, the last stage of the plant, that is called dormancy. It increases tolerance of plants to various kinds of stress. So, it is also called as stress hormone. Important one more question. Abscisic acid is also called as stress hormone. It is abundantly found in the chloroplast of plants. So, this hormone is abundantly found in the chloroplast of plants. See, physiological effects of abscisic acid. ABA promotes the process of abscission. I already said abscission is nothing but shedding of plant parts. That means separation of flowers, leaves, fruits from the branches. See here, see the picture here. The leaves are very bright in color due to chlorophyll pigment. It is a young leaf. After a period of time, the healthy leaf became somewhat old. Now the green color is changed into light green. That means yellow color, light yellow color. After a period of time, it becomes dark yellow. There is no green at all. So it is shutting down from the branches. So ABA promotes the process of abscission. That means separation of leaves, flowers and fruits from the branches. Separation here, the leaf is separated from the branches. So ABA promotes the process of abscission. The process of abscission. Abscission is nothing but the process of separation of leaves from the branches. Clear? During water stress and draft condition, ABA closes stomatal closure. ABA promotes senescence. The third physiological effect, it promotes senescence. Senescence means the last stage of the plant. It promotes senescence in leaves by causing loss of chlorophyll. If it is young plant, means they have a very high chlorophyll, then the leaf is very green in color. After a period of time, the last stage of the plant, the chlorophyll pigments are destroyed or removed, they became yellow color. That period is called senescence. So it promotes senescence in leaves by causing loss of chlorophyll. ABA induces bud dormancy towards the approach of winter in trees like birch. Last physiological effect, ABA is a powerful inhibitor. I already said, first three are promoter, auxin, cytokinin and gibberellin are promoter. The abscisic acid is a very good powerful inhibitor of lateral bud growth in tomato. The last plant growth hormone is ethylene. Ethylene is a gaseous hormone. One more question. Among the five, which is the gaseous hormone? So ethylene is a gaseous hormone. It is a growth inhibitor. It is mainly concerned with maturation and ripening of fruits. Maximum synthesis of ethylene occurs during ripening of fruits like apples, bananas and melons. Physiological effects of ethylene. Ethylene promotes the ripening of fruits. Very, very important one. Ethylene only promotes the ripening of fruits. Examples: tomato, mango, apple, banana, etc. Ethylene inhibits the elongation of stem and root in dicot. As I mentioned earlier, the last two, abscisic acid and ethylene, inhibit the cell elongation. The same here. The second physiological effect, ethylene inhibits the elongation of stem and roots in dicots. Third point, ethylene hastens the senescence of leaves and flowers. Fourth point, ethylene stimulates formation of abscission zone in leaves, flowers and fruits. Abscission means shedding or separation of plant parts, especially the leaves, fruits and flowers. So, ethylene stimulates the formation of abscission. This leads to the premature shedding. The last point, ethylene breaks the dormancy of buds, seeds and storage organs. So, it breaks the dormancy of buds, seeds and storage organs. Thank you children. We will see you in the next class.